This is fantastic. I love it. It's my favourite game ever, and it looks gorgeous.
It might seem obvious now, the whole Kart thing. Have popular thing, but run out of ideas? Bang them into carts. Want to throw something up on the Switch eShop but refuse to spend any time or money developing it? Do a kart racer. It's the lowest effort, most banal genre of game now, but in 1992 it was a brand new idea. In fact, this was the first time Mario characters appeared in anything that wasn't one of the main platforming adventures, and it's the success of this game that not only led to the proliferation of other character racing games, but also to the concept of Mario & Co. doing other stuff like tennis and golf and baseball, and the Mario Party games that everyone is so grateful for. What would you do if Mario Party didn't exist? You'd have to read a book or something, wouldn't you?
Just did 50 jumps.
Oh my God! How are we doing this? But oh! This is, you really need to end. But okay. This is unprecedented. I hit it! Why were both?
So the influence of this game is pretty huge, but how does it play? Why is it good? It can be tough trying to describe why certain all-time classic games are good. I've never met anyone who doesn't like Mario Kart, at least one of them, and you'll have your own reasons for liking it. All the gang are here to choose from, but obviously there's only one character you all chose, right? Am I right? Come on, Toad being the fastest character is always the one I chose. There are some tactics involved to the degree that the smaller, faster characters are more easily bumped off the racing line in collisions with larger characters. That can benefit bigger characters in stages where there are drops, but I never found that to be sufficient to switch to Donkey Kong or Bowser, both of whom just seemed far too slow to ever give me a chance of winning. You might not remember, thinking back, that the screen is permanently split in half, whether you're playing single player or multiplayer. In single player, the bottom half of the screen is filled with a live map of the stage, so you can see just how close Princess Peach is behind you. Not that you'll struggle to know that, mind, because every 3 or 4 seconds, she'll throw a shrinking mushroom in front of you to remind you she's there. The coins seem unimportant at first until you realise that the more you have, you actually increase your top speed. That means there's even more incentive not to get hit with weapons, because not only do you lose places, you drop coins, reducing your top speed ever so slightly. I always found the tone of this very appealing. I've mentioned previously I have a tendency to get wrapped up in the narrative of a game, and if the stakes feel too high, it can tip over into being more stressful than fun. No danger of that here. The idea, unspoken of course, that the Mario characters, friend and foe alike, have decided to ditch the princess saving and world conquering to have a nice day out racing karts, means you can feel nothing but fun. There can be frustration, mostly at Peach because oh my god, those shrinking mushrooms, you cow. But ultimately, it makes the game more relaxing than anything else, as does taking a new look at some familiar locations like the Cheap Cheap Beach and even the Ghost House without the threat of death. The gameplay is beautifully balanced in single player, providing a significant challenge, but that can be overcome with practice and skill. I think it can be argued that some later entries in this series developed a nasty habit of devolving into a mess of being constantly hit with weapons and neutering whatever actual driving skill a dedicated player could build up. But that's not the case here. Moving up the CC classes ramps the difficulty up significantly, but it doesn't often feel like there's nothing you can do to improve, and that makes it addictive because you want to try again and get better. It's probably in multiplayer though where many of you will have your fondest memories. It's mad how your memories play tricks on you. I would have sworn that this had a 4-player mode, but it didn't. The split screen 2-player action was pretty advanced for the time, and while racing a friend was obviously great fun, the battle mode was the real innovation here. A racing game with a mode that's not about finishing first, that was new, and it was also really addictive. You get 3 hits, each represented by a little balloon, lose them all and you lose. The battle arenas were well designed to encourage multiple tactics, and I lost many hours to this. Was it really great, or am I just remembering good times with friends before I had all the worries and stresses of life? Nostalgia's like that, but you don't need to take my word for the fact that this is one of the top 121 games of all time.